Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Cindy here, and welcome if you're a new subscriber. Today I'm going to be sharing a recipe for double chocolate sourdough muffins. It is decadent but also a little bit good for you because of the sourdough. So yeah, let's get started. So to start off, you just get like a big bowl, and I like to put like a sieve so that I can just sift the flour. But then you got your ingredients, and then it's just going to be 2 cups of flour. Any flour will do. It can be all purpose or plain flour, or it can just be cake flour. Like that's what we really use here in South Africa. That's the cheapest, and that's what I usually use even for making bread. And then you get like half a cup of cocoa powder, half a teaspoon of baking soda or bicarbonate of soda as we say here, and then 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Yeah, this just tends to get stuck on the thing there. And then 1 teaspoon of salt. So I just like to just whisk it within the sieve before I actually sift it, just to help it to distribute evenly. So you just sift that until you get you finish all the flour and the cocoa and everything. And then after you're done, you're gonna take your whisk again and then just whisk everything together just to make sure it's nice and even and like it's like a matte color. And then afterwards you set your bowl aside and then work on the wet ingredients. So in another bowl, you just get your wet ingredients together. So that is half a cup of any oil of your choice. You can use coconut oil, vegetable oil, olive oil. Here I'm using vegetable oil. And then 1 cup of sugar, and then 2 large eggs at room temperature. And then that's like a 1/4 cup of milk. You can add a little bit more if you want. And then so here it's 3/4 cups of yogurt, but you can also substitute that with buttermilk. You can actually even use cream or sour cream if you so choose. And then lastly, your sourdough starter. So that's just half a cup of inactive or unfed starter, right? Any starter of your choice, whatever kind of sourdough starter that you have is fine. And then you are just going to mix everything together. Oh yes, I almost forgot the vanilla essence. So that's 2 teaspoons of vanilla essence. And then you're just going to use your whisk to mix everything together until it's fully incorporated. And whilst I'm busy mixing here, I just wanted to say, if you have not done so already, please give this video a big thumbs up. And if you're not yet subscribed, please do consider subscribing. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Okay, now back to our batter. So now you're actually just going to mix the wet ingredients with the dry ingredients. So you pour the wet ingredients over the dry ingredients, and then you're just going to mix. So you must mix until it's well incorporated. There are no lumps, no clumps, but you mustn't overwork the dough, because then it actually makes your muffins very tough and chewy. So yeah, I like using a whisk because it's better that way for me, but you can actually use a wooden spoon or a spatula, whatever works for you. So yeah, I'm just gonna mix the dough. And if you're not done so already, preheat your oven to 200 degrees Celsius or 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and just prepare your muffin tray. So this recipe makes it can make up to 18 regular muffins, or like I did, I made 12 regular muffins, and then I made 8 little mini muffins. That's for my 1-year-old toddler. But yeah, it just depends on what you use. And then lastly, you're gonna add your chocolate chips. So ideally at least a cup of chocolate chips is good, but this I think is about 3/4. I ran out, so I just made do. But like for me, the more chocolatey the better. You can also put nuts in it if you want, but yeah, definitely the chocolate chips, otherwise it wouldn't be double chocolate sourdough muffin. So yeah, you're just gonna mix that up, and then yeah, get ready to spoon the mixture into the muffin tray. So yeah, I'm just putting this one in here. I love silicone muffin trays, silicone cake, what do you call it, cake tins, right? Though with the cakes it's difficult because sometimes it's a bit wobbly, but the reason why I like it for muffins is because you don't have to worry about greasing the muffin tray, and you don't have to worry about them sticking. It's just very important just to get obviously food grade silicone muffins. Maybe one day they'll tell us, no, this is actually not good for us, as they always do. But for now, I'm using it. It makes it so much better. So when I'm making for my family, I don't choose muffin liners because I think it's just a waste of money and, like, I guess not good for the environment. But yeah, if I'm just making for my family, I just use silicone muffins without any muffin liners. But if I'm making to gift somebody, or like for a function at church or a family gathering, then yes, I would do that, because I think it's actually easier for handling. Like, people might not get time or might not wash their hands, something like that. Once done, you're just gonna pop it into the oven for about 5 minutes at 200 degrees Celsius, and then the rest of the time, which is about 15 more minutes, it's 180 degrees. So yeah, this is them when they are done. They actually like just rise up nicely. They're soft and delicious. And yeah, it's the same baking instructions for the mini muffins. It's just that they take slightly less time, so about 15 minutes instead of 20 minutes in total. And there you have it, 20 double chocolate sourdough muffins. These muffins freeze really well, so yeah, we usually eat half and then freeze the other one. And yeah, obviously my baby can't eat like 8 muffins in one day. But yeah, let's do the taste test. So I'm just gonna cut into the muffin, and then you can see it is fluffy, it's nice, it's cooled down now. And look at that, look at the texture, it's really delicious. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already, please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you make it. Bye.